outlawed all types of drugs in Kansas across the United States. What was the reason why they did that? One of the reasons why, I hate to say it, it's the African Americans. They were basically users, and they basically responded the worst of all those drugs, just because their character makeup, their genetics.
So first of all, fuck this guy. That has to be one of the most racist statements I've ever heard somebody blatantly say on recording with a straight face. That is an elected official. Granted that he was stuttering the whole time and couldn't provide any factual information to back up his claims, saying that they were genetically making blacks violent. So the war on drugs was created, remember, to crack down on the anti-war left, and by doing that they connected them to weed and they connected blacks to violence. This was done, remember, to break up these groups and kill or arrest their leaders. Currently, 1 in 5 prisoners are locked up for non-violent drug crimes, according to the prison policy, if you want to look it up. And 40% of our prison population is black males, yet they only make up roughly 8% of our whole population. But how about we look at those killed before they even had a trial, before they could even be convicted of being guilty of a crime? They were killed in cold blood and unarmed in the streets, most of which were running away from police, not even being a threat. Yet, still in the stories, we hear the same crying wolf over and over again, that they were fearing for their life. According to Mapping Police Violence, blacks are 3 times more likely to be killed by police than whites, and it's not about crime either. 1 in 3 blacks that are killed by police in 2014, this report says, were suspected of a violent crime, or armed. That's only 31% compared to the 69% of those killed by police that were unarmed or not a threat. There is almost no accountability for the police misconduct on the United States police force, as 90% of the cases in 2015 have resulted in no punishments for the officer that was on trial. So basically, we are allowing armed thugs to run around and enforce said law without being held accountable to those very laws that they are there to enforce. That's absolutely absurd, and it's absurd that people defend this action with no accountability. So before I wrap this up, let's take a quick look at the numbers of people killed by police in the last 3 years, starting with 2015, 986. 2016, we saw 963 people killed by police. 2017, 1,129. Now these numbers are from a Washington Post study that happens yearly. If we added that all up, that is 3,078 people that have been killed by police in the last 3 years alone, more than any industrialized country has seen in the past decade, and it's time for police reform now.